welcome. This is Ruth, and today I've got another little create and make die set from Tonic Studios, and this one is called the Spectacular Stackables, and there are 21 dies in it. So these little create and make dies have just a small amount of dies in them. It's quite small and compact, but they do make some beautiful things, and that means that the price point is really good as well. So do check that out down below. And if you haven't already subscribed, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and that way you'll see all of these coming along. Now, I actually wasn't going to make a little video here because I'm running a little bit late. I've been away. Some of you have been asking where I've been. Well, I've had lots going on at home here, and then I paid a little last minute trip over to see family in England, and I'm back home again now and running a little bit late with quite a few things. So I've actually gone ahead and made one of these already just to show you. There it is. This is the little container itself, the little gift box, and this is the lid. But of course you can see from here that these then will all fit inside one another, and you can stack them up just as high as you want. The little lid has these little corner pieces that fit in. You can add that to the top one. You could possibly even have these all in different colours. Actually, you could have them in whatever colour you like. Colours of the rainbow, all sort of ombre shades, whatever. I just really fancied having this one in that metallic card there. It's really sparkly. So I have gone ahead and cut out some 300 GSM card. Now, that's for the base of it. So in your little set, this is a pre-production sample, I should have said first of all, so I don't have the instructions and stuff here, but you will get this along with a little instruction leaflet, and it'll tell you how many bits and pieces you need of all this. So actually, once you've made this little box up, which is very simple, you use this die for the base of it, then you use this one, fold it around to make these little add-on pieces here, which then become the legs. I'll show you how to make one of those in a minute or two. Once you've added all those on, all you need to do then is add this little panel around each middle parts here, and that's your little box. So you can decorate it in whatever way you like. You can actually make the whole box out of coloured card and not add any extras onto it at all. I've used these little pieces here and here to decorate the sides, but it's so easy. You could use patterned paper, and I have actually used this beautiful die along with the outer edge. So this smaller piece here makes the base of the box, and this one is the size of the lid. I've cut that out in the metallic card with that beautiful die in there, and you see the beautiful pattern that it sort of debosses into that. This then is a separate layer which I made out of this card, this die, and this one. I've cut the plain one out in ivory, and I've used the two of them together then to make this, and the little knob panel then gets made from this. Really easy, just takes a minute or two to add all the pieces together. But I'm going to cut some more of them out to make a second one of these and show you how they stack, and then you'll be able to go from there, and I'm sure you'll be able to follow along. It's very easy. I've gone ahead then and I've cut out lots of pieces for another little box. This time again I've used the ivory card, and I've also used some paper from the Mulberry Wine paper pad. I've already cut all of those out. So this is the base, and these are the sides. I've cut 4 of these, and just before I glue them on, I just notice that there's a little dashed line down there on each side, and that is very important because that's where the little legs are going to get attached. First of all, we want to just add some glue along the inside here, just like that, on each of these, and add them onto this little panel, just making sure each time that you have them lined up so that they fold properly here, and the edges are lined up here and here, and you can go ahead and add the 4 of those on like that. Whenever you've got the 4 of them attached, then you can go ahead and glue these little pieces here by adding glue on there and attaching it on the inside to this piece. But I'll just attach these ones first, and then we'll come back to that. If you're enjoying this, don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up. That always helps me, and I really appreciate it. So if you've time to, you can leave a little comment, and that always helps as well. Now, I know I've taken a little while to get back to some of the comments lately because, as I said, I've been really busy with lots of things going on here, but I always try to get back, so sooner or later you will get a little reply from me. Sorry for the delay in the meantime. So a thumbs up and a comment goes a long way to helping my channel. And I don't think I said at the start as well that my affiliate links to this die set and anything else that I've used here will be down below in the description of the video as well. There we are. Just glue along there, and you'll do that on the 4 sides and line those up, and then you'll have a little box made. It's more or less a little tray at this stage, because obviously then it doesn't have a lid or it doesn't have legs, so I'd probably call it a tray just now. When I had the little tray all glued up, then I took the little square die again, so that's the smaller one, exactly the same size here. I cut another one and I glued it on there just to cover those little glue tabs and keep that all nice and neat. Then I have cut 4 of these, and I've also taken the little dies, there's actually 2, one for each side here, and I've cut out some beautiful patterned paper and I have glued those on. I've done that 4 times, and you can see it starts off like this, and then you want to fold the center over like that, the next 2 inwards and the last 2 outwards. So it will end up looking like this with that profile there. And then that's where these little pieces with the little marks come into play, because you want to have the flat edge of this to the open edge of the little tray, and then you're going to glue that directly onto that little fold line. So you can see there, hopefully you can see that little dashed line there is your guide for gluing this on. So the fold line goes right on there. Make sure it's even at the top and bottom, and then do the same there, and you've got a little leg. Now you can go ahead and add the next ones on exactly the same way the whole way around. So you'll have 4 little legs, the same as I have in this one. When you've got those little legs on, then you can take this outer die along with this one, and I've cut the outer one again in the ivory and the inner one with some floral paper. And you can see in this one that I've actually used the inner one along with the pattern die on it and given myself this lovely detailed die here, die cut. And all you need to do now is glue these on in here, and they just fit perfectly in there. So I guess if you didn't want to use that pattern die, you could cut a rectangle the same size as from here to here and glue it on there, and it would cover those glue tabs and make another little option for addressing this and covering that up. So just remember, put the glue on here, and that way you're not wasting any glue, because you don't actually need it on the bottom part of that. So you just pop that on there, just like so. Run your finger along the top and just make sure it's all lined up and all flat there, and then don't forget just to press your finger and thumb on that piece, and that keeps it well secured in there, and follow on around with the rest of them the whole way around here. I've just cut out a little different flower with each one of them, and I'm going to just glue these the whole way around. There it is, and you can actually see already how stackable that is, because these little pieces just fit in here, and you can see that piece should be on the outside. So just take a little second or two, make sure you've got these ones fitting inside and this one overlapping. Actually I should have checked that first. There we are, and that's it, and you just pop that down, and isn't that really beautiful? Now I've already made this little lid, but I'm going to make another one just to show you. Actually I didn't really think that the pattern and that would have gone so well with this, but with this one on the top, that just looks really beautiful, I think. Anyhow, I'm going to show you how to make a lid for that, just like this one. So I've taken the larger rectangle and then I've decorated it with a smaller one. On this one you can see I took the larger rectangle again and I debossed it with the beautiful debossing die. That's really gorgeous. So it was really just, I cut the lid out in ivory, then I cut it again in the mirror card with this inside and glued it on top, and then the inside then is a different panel. On this one I've just used it plain with the patterned paper, and on this one I used it, let's see, along with this one, and I also backed it onto a plain piece of ivory cut with this pattern, this die here. But on this one then, I need to add the 4 little pieces that fit down into the lid, fit onto the lid, sorry, and down into the top of the box. So you'll see a little die that cuts this out. It looks like a little window, but it's actually got a little slit in it as well. It's this one, fold marks and a lid on it, and you'll see one of these is slightly smaller, and all you have to do is put glue on there once you've burnished all those little fold lines, and pop that over and hold it together like that. Now that then becomes one of the little pieces that you glue on here. So just add glue onto here and set it down so that the edge of that is flush with the edge of your square, just like that, and then repeat that on the other 3 sides. So now you can see these are the little pieces that fit down in here, and there's your little lid. Now we want a little handle for it, and I've already made one on this one, and I'm just going to show you how to make it here. So cut out 2 of these pieces with this die, and then burnish all the little score lines over and fold them really sharply, just like that. Now there's only a few of them, so it's not too difficult. And what you're going to do next is just glue the 2 top parts together like that, so that one fits directly over the top of the other, and then just check it so that you know that everything folds over nice and neatly on top of that, and just let it sit just for a second or 2. Then you can go ahead and put glue on these little edges here. This is actually very fast grabbing glue, so it doesn't take long at all. Let's just go around the outside and put glue on those 4 pieces and tuck those in like so and fold them up. Now, leave those bottom pieces just sitting out like that at the minute, because they don't really need done yet. Those will fit through another little die cut in a second or 2. So we're just going to fold all of those in like that and hold that for a second or 2. That's how it should look then, and then I've put a little square up on the top of it just to decorate the top, and keep these little pieces going inwards just for a moment or 2. Now I have used this die with this one in the center, and I've cut that out in the patterned paper, and then I've also used this die along with this one in ivory card, and I've layered one on top of the other, and that gives you this piece here. Now you will need a plain piece in behind, because if you just cut that patterned piece and then you fold these back, you'll see them through the pattern on the top there. So you do need a little pattern piece if you want to keep that all nice and tidy. And all you need to do now is pop glue on those 4 sides just like that and fold those pieces back. Now I like to just set that down on a desk or something flat and press this down and just go around here, and that way those will stick really well. Now it's only a matter of gluing that on here and the job's done. So you can see there how I have stacked these up, and obviously it's a really tight fit, so that means you can stack as many of those as you want. It would be very firm, and it would hold really well, because it's very secure. And you only need a lid for the top one. But if you want to take this off and do what I've done, you could. Now this is actually the other lid because I've added the patterned paper onto that one, but you've got a lovely little box like that. You can alternate them, and you could put this little lid on here, or actually put the lids on that I made to match them in the first place. But you can mix and match. Isn't that really lovely? Now don't forget too that you could also use these patterned panels and make cards from them. You could also use this little knob to make a handle for any of your other little boxes, and this is a gorgeous little banner piece here that you could use on as a banner on a card. So there's loads and loads of other ways of using that as well. But I hope you've enjoyed that quick and simple little demo of how to put this together. So don't forget, check out the website through my links down below if you want to use my affiliate links. and leave me a big thumbs up if you haven't already done that as you've gone through. A little comment would be helpful too. And if you haven't subscribed and hit the notification bell, don't forget to do that. And until next time, happy crafting. Thank you very, very much. Bye bye.